Yo, how's it going? Today we are here with Octavian, the man, the one, the only, and we're gonna do this little podcast where he's gonna be sharing you some of his biggest secrets on how he's been able to close 5K worth of new deals in the first week of January. And yeah, Octavian, happy to have you here, man. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up, Orestes? Yep, so, as Orestes mentioned, my name is Octavian. I'm just like a 16-year-old guy, ordinary guy from Moldova. So, yep, I started copy like 2 years ago, did a bunch of stuff, wasted a lot of time, got some clients, then lost the deals, then got some shitty clients, lost the deals again, and here I'm again. In the first week of January alone, I closed like 3 new clients that pretty much made me like 5K worth of deals.
Fucking sick, dude.
Not bad.
Fucking sick, dude. What is your secret to closing on these deals?
Bro, the secret is just consistency. I think of it this way. If I stopped like 1 year ago, none of this would happen.
Yeah.
So because a lot of beginners and just a lot of people when it comes to business or anything in life in general, they are kind of impatient. But you just need to be patient, bro. You just need to kind of trust the process, just
Yep.
show up every single day, and one day or another, you're gonna get like a massive opportunity that's gonna kind of flip your life overnight almost.
Yeah.
It happened in my case.
Yeah, that is true, man. You talked about you had some clients, you lost the clients, you got some new clients, you lost the clients. What do you feel like was the reason for that?
Bro, probably the biggest reason for that, for losing the clients and not being able to upsell them and get them on retainers, was simply my lack of experience and probably my lack of experience in life as well. Because with these clients, you just need to see them as normal persons, and you need to show yourself as kind of like a friend almost. But what I was pretty much doing is that like, yeah, here's the deal we close, here's the copy, and then I wouldn't necessarily try to over deliver or try
Mm,
to show them that I'm super valuable, that I can make them like a bunch of money, that I can scale their business. I wasn't really aware of all of this stuff. So because of that, I actually lost some insane clients actually. Because my first client that I ever
yeah,
got was a $1,500 deal, and it was like after 6 or 8 months when I started copy,
yeah,
and it was probably the best client I ever got actually.
yeah,
I was like, right now to this day, I didn't get a client as good as that guy. Like that guy was a 9-figure client. I'm not even kidding. He has like 2 million subscribers on his YouTube, over 1 million followers on his Instagram.
wow,
So even to this day, it just pisses me off
yeah,
because it's like that guy gave me a life-changing opportunity, but simply because I didn't have the experience and the knowledge I have now,
yeah,
it's like
relate.
I just messed it up completely.
Yeah, bro, I fucking relate so much with it. Like, one of my first clients was my best client, and I fucked it up so much. Like, I remember closing the first project with him, and it was like a funnel, then a couple of email sequences, and then we close the deal, he pays, and then it's like 1 or 2 weeks pass, and I haven't even sent them a single message, bro. I fucking ghost them. Go, bro. It's like
Yeah.
it was as if I took their money and ran away. And then he started texting me, "Yo, what are we doing with the project? Have you started working on it?" And behind the scenes, that's a weird part that I didn't do. Is that behind the scenes, I was working almost all day to get the project. Right, so I
Yeah.
spent the first week working on the project, and then a week later, he DMs me saying this, and I'm like, bro, I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did that. But what I didn't know is that you don't want to ghost them, just like I'm teaching you inside the mentorship. And so yeah, that was
Yeah,
it
of
for me.
course.
We fucking the first clients are always the best, but we always don't know how to handle
Yeah.
it, dude. That's what I feel like. That's what I've seen
I
with
don't
most
know.
people.
I don't know how it happened. But fortunately, like you learn from your mistakes. Like
Yeah,
right now with the new clients, I'm just messaging them pretty much daily, just telling them, hey man, I'm working on this DSL script, I'm working on the emails, here's an update. So the relationships started really well, and I can definitely see these deals turning into retainers and other potential projects down the line. That's for sure.
wow, dude. Yo, bro, are you gonna be at 10K per month this month? Fuck.
Bro, so actually tomorrow, like by the time we record this, it's pretty much like the 16th of January.
Yep.
But tomorrow on the 7th of January, I have like another sales call. And it's actually with a really great prospect that I'm following up for pretty much like, I think it's over a year.
Yep.
Like literally, it's over a year. So
Yep.
it's a really warm prospect. We've had a couple calls before this, so we already know each other. But at that time when we had the first call, he wasn't necessarily in the buying window, so we've just been chatting back and forth. But tomorrow I'm gonna have a call with him, and let's hope I close like another like 2K 2K deal or something.
Fuck, dude, bro, you're closed. 3 clients this month, 1 client last month. This almost 1K retainer. Bro, how many hours are you working all day?
Mhm.
Are you a basement goblin? Be honest.
Bro, that's the question. That's the most important question. So, yep, it's actually previously I was a basement goblin, that's for sure. Like all I was doing, especially in the summer when I had like the big holiday away from school, was working like 10 hours a day. I
Yep.
was literally skipping the gym just to be productive and
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
So it was crazy. But right now, it's like I work like 2, 3, like 4 hours a day on copywriting when it's like an usual day. Because think of it this way: I have school pretty much from the morning till like 2, 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, usually I go to the gym as well. So when I come home, it's like 5 p.m.
Yep.
And then I need to eat. I need to do like a bunch of stuff. So I don't have that much time left. So usually when I have school, it's 2 to 4 hours. In the weekends, especially that I have more client work as of now, I'm trying to work a little bit more just so that I'm more productive, because sometimes during the week I don't necessarily have that much time to put into the copy.
Yeah.
Because especially right now, I also have like lots of client work. It's not just about outreach. So I actually had to I actually had to pause the outreach for a little bit to focus on the client, so I don't lose them as it happened previously, of course.
Yeah, we're delivering for your current clients. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a mistake too. Good fucking shit, bro. So you're working 2 to 3 hours a day, making fucking multiple 4 figures. What the hell, dude? What do you feel like? What do you feel like was the difference between when you were in the summer, after your day, being a basement goblin, skipping the gym just so you're productive, to now where you just and not having any clients and not getting that many results, from your outreach and stuff, to now like, just working 2 to 3 hours a day, hitting 100 kilogram bench presses. Just like, I don't know if I mentioned this here, 100 kilogram bench presses, and still making all that money in just 2 to 3 hours. What do you feel like was the difference?
I feel the main difference was just the mindset, honestly, because in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the experience, as of the last, let's say, 6 months to 1 year,
Yep.
I've had the basics. I've had the basics, and I've also had some recent results I got for my previous clients. I had some case studies. I had a bunch of testimonials. So I feel like for me, I've always had the resources, the mental capacity, if I can call it like that, the mental resources. But the one thing that was just missing was my mindset. And because of this, when I joined like your mentorship, I was getting all of these calls booked, and even previously, like a couple months ago, or like even in the last year, I've hopped on a bunch of sales calls with really great prospects, like 7, 8 figure entrepreneurs and so on. All of these big guys everyone is talking about, but I was just messing it up over and over again, simply because I wasn't establishing myself as the authority, and I just didn't have that confidence. Because you can't really fake your confidence; you need to have it. And when you have that confidence, like that's when people start taking you seriously, and they want to pay you like lots of money.
Yeah, I remember you joined the mentorship in like the first fucking month or so. You closed like 10 sales calls or something. You're booking fucking sales call every single day. It was like
Yeah,
10 sales
yeah.
calls.
It was at one point it was like 2 or 3 sales calls in a day, I think.
Wow, dude. And I remember you weren't closing the first sales call. I think you lost the first 10 to 15 sales calls. So I remember we hopped also on a coaching call with me and the rest of you and the rest of the group, and I gave you like some advice. What do you feel like changed? What do you feel like helped you? That the copywriter watching this can take it and apply this to their own journey, to close more sales calls?
Okay, that's a good question. So when it comes to the sales calls, I would say the biggest piece of advice is just taking the lead in the sales call. So you are the one that's controlling the whole conversation. You need to be the one asking the questions, and the prospect needs to be the one that's answering the questions. That's the just single most important thing. And then the second thing that also kind of broke
Yep.
some limiting beliefs for me was that if you have some previous client results, or if you know some kind of like marketing sauce, maybe from like a top tier entrepreneur like Alex Hormozy, especially like Alex Hormozy's name right now, he got really popular. So when I'm on sales calls, I always like, or I'm always dropping his name. Like what I'm saying is like, hey man, do you know Alex Hormozy? And then I'll maybe say something like, yep, so Alex Hormozy is saying like XYZ, and because of this, I think it could potentially help you as well. So when I say that, I'm not like they trust me simply because I'm saying that Alex Hormozy said this. So
Mm,
of course, I can use some of my previous case studies, some of my previous work, but for any copywriter watching this, maybe it's a beginner, I would say you dropping maybe Russell Brunson or Alex Hormozy or any big marketing guy like that, just dropping that and mentioning, just dropping some gems here and there when it comes to the marketing and funnels, that can definitely establish you as the authority in the conversation.
yeah, that's fucking sick, bro. So, number one, be comfortable to take the lead, and second, like using other people's,
Mhm.
authority. Anything else you would want to
Yeah.
share that helped you?
I think these are the two things that if you're hopping on sales calls and you're not closing them, these are two things you can actually improve right away. The first thing, and of course, is the most important one, as I mentioned, is just your confidence and mindset. But with this, it's gonna take a little bit of time till you really show your confidence on these sales calls and in your day-to-day life, and then like because your confidence in your day-to-day life pretty much reflects on your sales calls as well. Like
Yep,
that's how it usually works.
yep.
So with this, it's gonna take a little time, but still, the one thing I would say is that once you close that first deal, once you see that this copywriting thing actually works, that's when it's gonna click in your mind, and you're just gonna see like what's really possible. You're gonna
Mm.
believe like, yeah, I can close these guys left, right, and center.
Yeah, I feel like once you realize that you're the fucking shit and you can actually get them the results,
Mhm.
and you have all these convictions, just like I
Yeah,
told you, I feel like the conviction is like what does 90% of the selling for you. So,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
the personal brand does 90% of the selling for you when it comes to you getting on a sales call and the know, like, and trust and all this stuff. And I feel like what does 90% of the selling for you in the sales call, it's the conviction. And I know this because I've landed many clients, and I use this like to land like 10K per month client. Just got a message from them like the other day, and they're ready to fucking onboard me. And that's what got me the client, by the way, the conviction. I was just on the sales call and I was like, bro, I'm gonna
Mhm.
crush it for you. I know we're gonna scale the offers, and just super conviction. Didn't even, bro. If I'm being honest, like the last couple of clients that I hopped on a sales call with, big clients, 7, 9 figure clients, 9 figure clients that are working with Messi, this type of people. Like they don't even ask me for results. They don't even ask me for results. They hear the confidence.
Yeah,
Hear the confidence. So
yeah.
like I hear this all the time, bro. How can I land clients without client results and stuff? What would you say? Why would you? What is the feedback you would give them? Like if you had no, let's say this, you had no client results, but you know what you know now. You have the confidence, and you're using the borrowed authority, method, whatever. Would you be able to close clients that way if you wouldn't be able to leverage any of your results?
Yeah, bro, of course. Because when the first two deals I closed, it was like this $1,500 project, and then I also closed a $400 project for a landing page, and
Yeah.
pretty much like an opt-in page. And those two deals I closed, bro, I literally had no experience, like no experience, and I actually pulled some really big prices because it was $1,500 for just like a sales page, and $400 for like an opt-in page, which you can write 30 minutes pretty much.
Yep.
So it was really great prices for those projects, especially because
Yep.
I didn't have any experience in the real world. when it comes to the funnels and everything, I just pretty much a theory, if it makes sense. I I had all this knowledge that everyone shares in the marketing space, but yet I didn't know how to apply it,
Flop line.
and I didn't even know if it actually worked at that point. Like I didn't know
Yep.
if it worked. So yeah, you can definitely close the deals. And I also want to share like a quick story
Yep.
with one of the deals I closed this month that got me to 5 years of now. It was like a $1,500 deal for like a VSL script and some other stuff. And the client actually told me that she hopped on like 5 different sales calls with different copywriters.
Yep.
And from everyone, she chose me.
Yeah.
She chose me. And so this just shows you how important your confidence and conviction is. Because maybe all those other cooperators, I'm not sure, maybe they had more proof that, let's say, maybe they worked with bigger guys. But she chose me simply because she liked itself. She just liked me as a person. That's the first thing she told me. I hoped on a call with her the other day. So that's what she told me. One, she liked me as a person, and then two, she just loved the fact that I lived in the project, and I actually wanted
Yeah.
to help her and not just pitch her useless stuff. A lot of these marketers, they just pitch like useless stuff just to get paid and deliver some shitty work.
Yep. Good stuff, bro. So you basically applied the don't pitch them what you think they want. Don't go into the sales call being like, oh, I want to pitch them a fucking email, bro. Email sequence. Because that's the only thing I can write. Like, emails are fucking easy to write, okay? That's gonna be honest here. Just gonna be honest here. Writing, just because you know how to write emails doesn't mean you're a great copywriter. If you don't know how to write via sales pages, ads, you don't know shit. I'm gonna be honest here. Sorry. But, bro, so funny, man. But it's like, you applied the principle that I always talk about, which is give them what they want and what they think they need, right? You applied that?
Yeah, that's exactly like if you remember when I had one of the first sales calls since I joined the mentorship, I just DM'd you and asked, bro, this prospect has like X software, what should I pitch? And then you just told me, bro, just hop on the call without any secret agenda and just see whatever they say and then with an offer right on the spot. And that's exactly what I did. In the first sales calls, I didn't close because of my shitty confidence pretty much and my lack of let's say conviction. But once I actually started implementing all the advice you gave me, boom, I started closing clients like pretty easy.
Yeah, it's easy. It's like, I feel like most copywriters, especially the ones watching this, could be just one small tweak away from getting to 5K per month. Like just one.
Exactly.
Just one tweak.
Yeah.
I feel like that one coaching call where me and you were in and I was reviewing your sales goals, I feel like that was your own constraint, only constraint. And from there on, you just took off. And now you can close any fucking deal. That's insane, dude. For other people for other people that constraint could be outreach, it could be a personal brand. I feel like that's why it's so good to have like somebody from like airplane view, helicopter view, see what you do, tell you the feedback, get you better. What did you want to say?
Yeah, just wanted to agree with that. Like that's exactly right. And I think you just need to see at the whole outreach process as kind of like a funnel itself. Like first off, you have let's say you offer some type of free value. So first off, you need to see, are you getting replies to that? If yes, then that's cool. Then are the people actually liking your free value? Yes or no? Then do the people actually want to hop on a call with you? Yes or no? And then of course the sales calls, are you closing those? Yes or no? So based on that, you just need to see at which step you're stopping, at which step like everything just shuts down, and just put all your focus into that and forget everything else. Because if you aren't booking calls, I think you shouldn't necessarily about how to close calls because you aren't getting any sales calls. You just need to try and get those calls booked first. And once you get the calls booked, then you have like another problem you need to fix.
Yep. Always focusing on your constraint, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your constraint now to get to the next level? What do you feel like is your next constraint? Or you have no constraints at this point?
Bro, I'm perfect. I have no concerns.
You're fucking Superman, bro. I know, you're unstoppable. Nothing can stop you at this point. Who are we kidding here? Who are we kidding here?
Yeah. But now, if I'm serious, probably my next constraint is just gonna be some stuff related to client work, because
Mm.
it's like I can I can get these people the results because I've got it for other clients in the past, but maybe I'm just like a little bit afraid that it's not gonna convert. So again, I think it's just gonna, like, once I publish some of these projects, once we launch them and I see like everything is working, then I can just take like a deep breath and say like, okay, like I got the job done.
Bro, that is what's going to happen. You know that.
Yep, of course.
We're going to crush it for those
Yeah.
clients, dude. And then we're gonna build like a fucking empire of copywriting clients, you know? Like every client's gonna be pulling in 4 clients, that client's gonna be pulling more clients. It's gonna be so good, bro. It's gonna be so good.
Exactly.
What else? What other secrets do you want to share? Do you want to share any other secrets that helped you get to where you're at today? I was 16 years old. Bro, fucking 16 years old. I was playing Minecraft at 16 years old.
Yeah, bro. Like, I didn't even turn 17 yet, so
Jesus,
it's
dude.
actually kind of crazy.
You've been a copywriter since 14, right?
Yeah, like when I started copy, I didn't turn 15 yet. Like, I was almost 15, but yeah, I started at 14.
Dude. You're crazy. You're crazy. Can we...
Bro,
Yeah, what's up? Go on.
just something came into my mind right now. Do you want to know the biggest secret?
Yep.
It's just starting out early. Like, if you're a copywriter, or if you're someone who wants to start copywriting and watches this right now, just stop having any limiting beliefs, stop procrastinating, and just start. Because think of it this way: imagine I started copywriting at like 20 or like 18, or like maybe I started at like 30. Like, imagine I worked like 15, like for 15 years, like a 9 to 5 job, and then I suddenly decided, okay, let me start like this business model. Then I was just so far away from reaching my goal. But now, because I started at 14, even though it took me like a pretty long time, but I wouldn't say it's a long time to finally get that first 5K,
Yep.
$5,000 a month. And simply because I started at 14, now I'm so I'm so ahead of all of the people who might be better than me, but they're just like older, if it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Bro, I don't think anybody's better than you at like 16. Who the fuck is making 5K per month, bench pressing 100 kilograms? Nobody else is doing this, dude. You're crushing it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Bro,
freaking
exactly.
crushing it.
Like,
And one thing I also wanted to say is that imagine if you were like 14 years old and you started saying like something like this. Oh, I'm just 14 years old. Business isn't for me. It's just for older people. Or English isn't my first language. I don't even know how to speak English because
yeah.
I bet you when you started, bro, your English wasn't that good. Just like my English wasn't that good.
Wow.
We're speaking like
Yeah.
freaking goblins, dude. We're speaking like goblins, and you know,
Bro, I
yeah,
just I was just watching a couple of weeks ago. I was just watching some of my previous sales calls, some of the loom videos I sent out for the first time, like once a year, and I just had this Russian accent. Like right now, of course, my accent isn't the best, but it's so much better.
yep,
You can't even compare it.
yep.
And it just gives me so many skills, and I'm actually impressed by the Octavian that was 14, because at that time I was scared to talk to people. Bro, I was like a basement goblin. All I was doing was playing like FIFA, like, the super football
Yeah.
game. I was just playing. I was just playing on the controller all day, like 5 hours for like 5 hours when I was coming to school. That's all I did, and I didn't have any experience with talking with people, especially when it comes to the sales calls, because that's one thing I've struggled a lot in the beginning. And yep,
Yeah,
it's really insane how much you can transform your life.
yeah. What would be the biggest if you were to go back to like your 14-year-old self and you could give yourself one piece of advice? What would you tell yourself?
The one thing I would definitely tell him is that if you try something right now when it comes to outreaching or whatever you're doing, and you see that it doesn't work, just try to change something right away. Because Einstein like has this quote, and it's pretty much like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yep.
And what I was doing back then was that, like, when I started copy, I was doing cold email. Like, that's how the real world
Yep.
taught
Same.
everyone. And so I was sending like 50 emails a day with like a shitty template that was just copying from the mentor, and I wasn't getting any results, but
Yep.
just continued doing that for like 6 months, 6 months, bro.
Same.
And I was getting like a few replies a month. Imagine that, and I was just so insane that I continued doing that, thinking that, oh, like maybe something is changed. Like, bro, if you try like an outreach method for like 100 DMs, 100 emails, or whatever, and you see it doesn't work, just change it right away. Don't spend your time like that. Don't waste your time like that.
Yeah. What do you feel like are some of the things that copywriters are making this, Einstein mistake, whatever you want to call it, where they see that something isn't working yet they keep doing the same thing because the reason they're doing this is because they're too attached to what they're doing. They feel like, oh, it's too late for me to give this thing up now. Oh, I've done this for long enough. And it's like, the question is, bro, do you want to keep doing this? You've already wasted time. It's like you can never get that time back unless you discover like a time machine or something. So the real question is, why keep wasting time doing the wrong things when you know it's wrong? That is the question that I want you to ask yourself.
Bro,
You watching this video right now, if you're doing some bullshit right now that you know you shouldn't be doing, you're learning from people you shouldn't be learning from because you know their advice is garbage. Just stop listening to them. You don't have to keep listening to them just because. That makes sense, right? So yeah, ask me your question, bro. Say what you
do
want
you
to
want
say.
to know the Do you want to know the harsh, cold truth answer to your question? Like
Yep.
why people just keep doing that?
Yep.
It's because they can't use their fucking brain. That's the harsh, cold truth. Like that's what happened to me, bro. Like that's what happened to me because I I just never came out from my comfort zone and came up with my own methods, my own strategies. Like I never did that. Like I only started doing that like in the last couple of months when my outreach finally started to get better. So you just need to come up with something personalized to you, something creative to you. And for that, of course, you need to maybe have hobbies. You need to have like a life outside, just
Yep.
focusing on copywriting and outreaching 10 hours a day.
So use your brain more. Spend more
Yeah,
calories, right? Spend more brain calories.
yeah,
It's like so
yeah,
insane, dude. So insane. People just want everything to be delivered to them on a silver platter. It's so insane, dude.
Mhm.
It's so insane. And they don't realize that the only thing that's keeping them from getting the results they want, aka getting the clients they want so they can travel, buy stuff, whatever they want to do, it's their own selves. This who's stopping you, really? Because the question isn't can you make it with copywriting. The question is the question isn't can you make it with copy, because other people have made it, which means if at least one person has made it, then why not you, right? The only question is, why aren't you taking the right type of action? Why aren't you doing the things you know you should be doing? Like I had a coaching call yesterday with like a free group, with like the Rags to Clients group, and something I told them is that you should start using your brain first of all, and yeah, you start using your brain and stop doing the bullshit that you know you shouldn't be doing, and more importantly, start doing what you know you should do. Because you watching this right now, Octavian, you knew that too. That also, you already know deep down what you need to do. You know what you need to do, but you feel some friction. You know what you need to do. You know, okay, I should stop doing this. Oh, I should stop listening to this guru. Oh, I should join that mentorship. I should do. You know what you should do to get to the next level. You already know what you should do. The only question is, why aren't you doing it? And the friction you feel, why are you feeling that friction? This is a question that you can ask yourself. You watching this? Anything to add on this, man?
Mm. Yeah. Like I can just agree with everything you just said. It's it's just so true.
Yeah,
It's so true
so true, bro.
because everyone everyone knows what they need to do, and the same thing applies even in like the gym. Let's say, like, you know what you need to do, bro. You just need to like go and train, eat clean, maybe eat some more calories so you can add some muscle. It's not that hard. It's not in science.
Yep.
It's just a process. You can almost like copy paste, but you need to come up with your own touch to it.
Yep. Bro, people are trying to find the perfect workout routine, the perfect diet, before they even start the
Yeah.
diet in the first place. Bro, I got people DMing
Yeah.
me. They haven't sent a single outreach and they're like, what is the best outreach method? It's like, what are you saying,
Yeah.
bro? There's no best outreach method. Especially if you haven't started. There is a better outreach method
Yeah.
for you once you find it, because everybody's different, and the outreach that works for me might not work for you. For example, my outreach is basically creativity. That is my main thing. Creativity, humor, and that is my main thing. You've seen it, Octavian, because I show you, like I give you exactly what I'm doing inside the mentorship. I show you exactly what I'm doing. So, it's like,
So,
but if somebody else tries to do it, it's not gonna work, because maybe they're a more serious person. They're not as fucking humorous as me, They're not as funny as me, you know. But yeah, you gotta find like an outreach method that is like, based on your personality. I feel like. Would you agree with that?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I would say, like, if if you're a copywriter right now watching this and you just implement what I'm saying to you right now, like you can probably come up with like a banger outreach method in a couple of minutes. Like after watching this video, just kind of like shut down all of your devices, just shut down everything you've heard from like all these YouTube videos, and just try to come with like an outreach method or like a DM template or like a cold email template, whatever, and just imply your own personality in it. Because some people, as you said, some people might be like funny, other people might just be
Yep.
serious, other people might like a little bit more aggressive, like they might have more of like Andrew Tate's voice. And so like, because I've had a friend in the I've had like another friend who also does copy, and his outreach method, it's so different, it's almost like offensive. Like if you read his outreaches, like they're almost offensive. For some reason they work for prospects, simply because he just put his own touch to it. Because everyone is different, and the people who might also have the same personality as you when it comes to the prospects are going to relate to you, and they're just going to want to work with you because they like you as a person, not necessarily because you might be the best marketer in the world.
Yeah, I feel like these are the best clients, man. The ones you build like a good relationship with are going to be the best
Yeah.
clients with. Like the people that I didn't feel connected to were always my worst clients, and the ones I wanted to drop, and I always dropped them because it was like fucking insane. I'm not gonna drop any names, but the prospect that I told you about, who was calling me at 12 fucking a.m. at night, calling me when I was with my girlfriend, fucking calling me when I was sleeping. It's fucking insane, dude. I had to ditch him, even though he was paying me like multiple four figures per month to write simple emails. It's like, money isn't that important, bro. My sanity is more important than money. So, like,
Yeah,
you said
exactly.
something about like watching free videos. Like, what is your opinion like these free courses on YouTube and these like free communities where there's like thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people in them? What do you feel like about them?
Bro, I feel like if you're a complete beginner, they can definitely maybe give you the basics. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from some of these communities, but just I would say, bro, like for me, I always kind of invested in myself. Like even when I was broke, like when I was 14, like I don't think I don't know if I've ever told you that, but I was pretty much getting all the money from my birthday, from like the money that relatives would give me,
Yep.
and I would just get that and pay for like the Hustlers University for like the real work. I would pay like $50 a month, and so I did that, and it paid off. It paid
Yep.
off. Like
Same.
literally every single penny I ever had, I just put it into my education. So I would say like even if you're from like a third world country or maybe you don't have that much money, just try to invest as little as you can, maybe in like a private community or maybe like some type of program or course, because it's just gonna get you more committed. It's gonna make you more committed, and it's also gonna give you a better network overall.
Yeah. Do you feel like investing in mentorships, whatever you're investing in, do you feel like that helped you like in any other way other than the fact you're learning stuff you didn't know, getting coaching? Do you feel like it helped you like in any other way investing? in yourself?
Could you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, sure. So I said, other than the fact that you're investing in these courses and mentorships and you're learning stuff that you didn't know before,
Yeah.
do you feel like investing in yourself like helps you in any other way, to make it?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Because when you pay attention.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna say. When you pay, bro, suddenly you're gonna take this shit seriously. Because think of it this way: when you're buying like a new phone, you're gonna spend more time on the phone. But on the other hand, when you buy like a course or like a mentorship, you're suddenly gonna, especially if you put yourself in a rough financial situation, as I did pretty much. Like when you do that stuff, and when you know that okay, if I don't make any money this month, next month I might not have like food to eat, like in your case, or you might not even have the money to pay for the program anymore to continue the subscription. When you're in that position, trust me, you're gonna take this shit seriously, and even if maybe you're not gonna get that client, you're gonna put 100% of your effort into this. And when you put 100% in your effort into this, sooner or later you're gonna make it. You're gonna win. You're gonna get that four-figure client or whatever you want. It's just a matter of time. That's really what I.
Yeah, the matter of time. Like everyone is gonna get there. It's crazy to think that other people are getting the clients you want, getting paid even 5K, 10K per month from one client, and you think that fuck, you cannot get a one client. Like, come on, man, come on. You cannot tell me that. You can't just sit there telling me this, and I'm gonna look at you without laughing at your face.
Yeah.
You can't expect this to happen. Everybody can land a client, even if whatever limiting belief they have. Not even gonna drop all their limiting beliefs. You already know what your limiting beliefs are. So, yeah, brother. Anything else you wanna add to this interview? Any
Also,
other nuggets you wanna drop?
regarding to what I mentioned, the one thing, the one mindset shift, I think that would just help you so much as a beginner copywriter is just saying you maybe not necessarily like better than everyone else, but just saying you at least at the same level. Because let's be honest, bro, like you don't need to be the smartest guy to be writing. You just need to kind of be able to put in the work. That's all. You don't, it's not science again. It's nothing complicated. So if you see all of these guys who maybe are the same age as you, or maybe even younger than you, like maybe some 18-year-olds or like 20-year-olds are watching this and see me winning, then just ask yourself, like, if this dumb 16-year-old guy can make it and make like 5K a month, why can't I do it? Because there's no, it's just about you showing up, and you're eventually gonna make it as well.
Bro, it's so good, dude. So this is what you said is so good. Like I like to use this line a lot of times because I don't even consider myself like a smart guy, to be honest. Don't consider myself. I don't know if you consider yourself a smart guy. I personally don't. Like I personally, not gonna lie, like I would be ashamed to share that, but I don't give a fuck at this point. I feel like whenever you talk about stuff that are bad about you, you're only building your character. So when I was studying like for some exams, when I wanted to pass in one of the best universities in my country, I literally, not even kidding, I literally had to write the entire book, because we were giving like a test on the entire book. I literally had to write the entire book 10 times so I can learn it. 10 times the entire book. And read it more than 50 times. Read it 50 times, wrote it 10 times. In just 9 months, by the way. I did not even 9 months. I did this in 6 months. And I had to study for 4 more subjects. So I did the same for all 4 books. All 4 books. That is what I did. I wasn't a smart guy. It wasn't really smart because I had to learn, I had to see something like fucking thousands of times for me to learn it. Not a smart guy. And I was also nothing special about me. That's also another pretty, sad story, whatever you want to call it. When I was in high school, I don't know if I shared this with you personally, because we talk a lot. I was getting bullied a lot. A lot. Have I shared it with you ever?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yes, I was getting bullied, bro. I was getting bullied a lot. From like elementary school, the last class of elementary school, which is like 6th grade for you Americans. 6th grade until like 10th grade, which is about high school. So in the last class of elementary school and in junior high school until the first year of high school, I was getting bullied every single day, all day, bro. I remember I was getting bullied for not studying. Then I started studying, and people started bullying me for studying. Then I made like a wrong step when I was walking in the court, whatever you want to call it. When in the breaks of the classes, people were making fun of me again. When I was in school, in class, and I raised my hand to speak, to act like a smart guy, whatever I said, people were making fun of me. I was writing good tests, people were making fun of me. Like whatever I did, people were making fun of me. And so nothing was crazy about me in the fucking sports. When I was playing sports in school, everybody was better than me. I was always getting picked last. I don't know if you can relate to this. I was always getting picked last.
Bro, this is so fucking relatable today, bro.
Can you
have no idea.
Yeah.
It's literally like the almost the same story, bro. Because in my class, when it comes to just studying, I was never the best guy. Even if I put like effort in, I was always kind of like in the middle when it comes to just like the grades and everything. But bro, when it comes to sports, I was always so shit. And when I moved to the middle school, which starts as like the 5th grade in my country, at that point I also started to be kind of bullied by some of the guys in my class, and they bullied me simply because I was like, I'm not sure if I've ever told you this, but for the majority of my life I was kind of like the typical skinny dude, bro.
Yep.
I was extremely skinny, and I'm not even kidding, I wasn't able to do one push-up, bro. One push-up.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding, bro.
I can
One
relate.
push-up,
I can
bro.
relate. I can relate, bro.
And
Can relate.
bro, no, I was never able. I was never able to do one push-up. Not even talking about the pull-up. And when it comes to sports, like volleyball and like all of these sports, I was so shit. Like it seems like my hands are made out of like steel or something. I don't know how to say it. It's like I can relate, bro. Also when you just said that you had to study that book like 10 different times, it seems to me like that's some David Goggins types of shit. Because
Yep.
I've also read his book,
Yep.
and he also said this.
Yep.
Bro, I think like every single winner kind of needs to go through that phase, because all of this trauma you're getting eventually makes you better as a person and develops you as a person. And it's just insane. Me and you, like, for me personally, I was never able to do one push-up, never able to do like one pull-up, and right now in my class I just be like every single one of them. And
Yep.
now everyone in my class sees me as like the jack dude. Everyone asks me, hey man, can you give me gym advice, can you come and train
Yep.
me? Like
Yep.
you have no idea how many of these people I have in my class.
Yeah. You were weaker than everyone, and you became stronger than everyone. That's the same that happened to me, bro.
Yeah.
I was getting bullied, bro. People were even hitting me. Not gonna lie, people were even hitting me when I was at
Yeah.
school, and so now they wouldn't be able to do shit to me. I'll fucking butcher them. So I feel like one of my main motivators, and I don't feel like I know it. One of my main motivators to become so good at everything, at fighting, at copywriting, at anything, at communicating with people, is to fucking what's it called? To become better than them, to be like fuck off, to flex on them, to flex on the losers who did all this shit to me. It was like, bro, I became better than you. What are you gonna do now? I can buy you, I can beat you to death. Not gonna do it, but you get the point. I can do whatever everything, bro. I can do anything I want to you. You belong to me. If I want to, you can do whatever I want. And so I feel like becoming powerful is one of my key motivators. And another one is to never become like the average guy, because I hate the idea of just, becoming the average person. I would never want to have an average life, going to the office, 9 to 5, even if it was a good job, Like I would rather make $3K per month from copywriting, having just one client, working 30 minutes a day, just making 3K, okay? Just making 3K, rather than me being at the job and making even more money than that. Because I like the freedom, dude. Like if I was working a job, I wouldn't be able to pursue my fighting full time, Or you wouldn't be making 5K per month and doing everything you do in just 2 hours a day? Would you be able to do it?
Yeah, exactly, bro. And also like with with what you just said, like it's so relatable, man. Because like what actually happened in my class was that I was bullied by every single one of the guys, bro. I was even bullied by the smallest kid in the class, who was like even weaker than me, bro. Like he was literally like I'm not like you might know one of this person, one of these guys in your life. It's like he was literally like probably around here. He was so small, he was so weak. Like he was always bullying me, bro. Especially when I when I was like 14. Actually, this is like another story. When I was 14 and I started this copywriting, and I built my Instagram, and everyone in my class was making fun of me. Everyone was speaking behind my back. Even my best friends, bro. My best friends, like, imagine how you'd feel, like being friends with these guys for like 5 years, and then they suddenly start talking. Yo, man, did you see like what Otavian is doing? He's doing like this business stuff. He's crazy. And now like everything changed.
And now they want to be your friends. Can you show us how you do it? Can you show us how you do it? I think you told me this. I think you had told me this when it happened. I remember this story. I remember hearing the story. I think you told me this. This is the same thing that happened to me. People started calling me like the Andrew Tate of Greece. You know, that's how they started calling me.
Like every single person in my class, like right now, they probably still think that, but everyone like sees me as like Andrew Tate, bro.
Yep.
And all of them think like I'm a misogyn. I hate women. Like, all of this bullshit,
Yeah.
which isn't even necessarily true.
Yeah.
And so it's just
Bro, I feel like I
and
was
now,
yeah. What's up? Go on.
yeah. Sometimes some of my friends just like still kind of like they don't make fun of me, they don't bully me, they just like mention it sometimes, and it's like I right now I just see it as something positive, because I tell them like, yeah, man, it's not going bad, like I'm doing this thing, this other thing. It's like right now people don't even make fun of me, but it's also because I've built myself and I have the confidence, and they know for a fact that if they would start making fun of me right now, I wouldn't be bullied, but I would rather be the bully who's gonna like get like beat their shit or something.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's so easy for you to go that route too. By the way, go from being bullied to you being the one bullying people,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you'd
yeah,
be fucking good to do it. By the way, especially to the ones who are bullying you, that would be a good thing to do. But yeah, I love what you just said, man. I was talking about this with my girl the other day. Usually, people go from when you're first starting out, from making fun of you to then when you make it to them, you know, trying to learn. Like people DMing me like almost not every single day, every week at least, and they're like, from my real life, people I know from my real life. Hey, yo, I want to start making money with this thing you're doing online. I don't like I got this text yesterday, bro. Literally yesterday. One of the people I was hanging out with a couple of years ago is like, yo, Restis, I don't know what you've done, but I want in. Just show me how you're doing this. And I'm like,
mm.
didn't really reply to his text, bro. Sorry, dude, love you, but not gonna reply to your text. Left him on red, you know. But
Yeah.
it happens, dude. So yeah, we're gonna crush it. 2025 is gonna be our year. You think you're gonna be at 10K per month by the end of this year? What does the future look like for you?
Bro, by the end of this year, it's gonna be it's gonna be like at least one 10K a month. It's gonna be easy, bro. I'm gonna make it happen, I promise.
Bro, even this month could be 10K per month.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're only like halfway for the month, and also like I told you about this Orestes, but some of my social media channels got banned,
Yep.
and so I can't even outreach, because I'm not even kidding. If I would have had the social medias and all the accounts, probably I would still be booking like 2 3 calls a week and closing even more deals. So once I build back all the social media accounts, I'm just gonna kill it.
Bro, the social media accounts are trying to keep you from landing clients.
Bro, I was literally just joking with a guy from my class today. I told him like the Matrix is trying to
Yep.
attack me.
Bro, the Matrix is trying to keep you from closing deals. But it's like we can win even if the Matrix is trying to stop us, dude. So yeah, that was a fucking sick
No one can.
sick podcast, dude. Anything else you want to add? Because I gotta go train in like 3 minutes. Anything else you want to add?
Bro, it was a nice conversation for sure. I feel like this was pretty much like therapy. It's like having a guy I can just share everything and share my story. It's a nice experience for sure.
Yeah, I love sharing them with you too, bro. Love sharing them. So yeah, any other piece of feedback or advice you can give to the average copywriter watching this, so they can scale to 5K per month just like you did in like 60 days or something?
Yeah, I would say just be consistent, show up, always try to do different things and test new stuff, and you're eventually gonna make it. It doesn't matter if it takes you like 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because everyone learns in his own way. Like for me personally, I'm always like really slow, like pretty much the same as you, Restis. I need to commit the same mistake like 10 times before I actually learn from that. So, but so yeah. But if you're watching this and you're smarter than me, then you can actually get to like 5K a month way faster. So
Yeah,
that's good.
gonna be on the podcast with you, brother. So that's gonna be it, guys. If you like this, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next one. Also, Octavian, I'll put your Instagram below. Have you gotten banned on Instagram too?
Nah, yeah, Instagram is okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put your Instagram below so they can follow you and text you. What is the best outreach method, bro? Can you share with me your script to getting those clients, please?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Let me share my screen right now.
Bro, don't text that message. If you text that message to Octavian, you're getting blocked. Okay, Octavian, you're gonna block them if somebody texts you this. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So good podcast. Fucking watch this 10 times. Maybe I'm gonna have to take it down. Maybe YouTube takes it down. Maybe Matrix takes it down. Maybe I'm gonna start selling it for 197 in the future. Who knows? So watch it now. Watch it again now. Take notes and let's go. Peace.